All right, today we are going to tackle a term you've probably heard thrown around a ton, but might still have some questions about: the crypto wallet. Let's just dive right in and make it super clear.
So, you hear all this buzz. Bitcoin, Ethereum, this whole world of blockchain technology. But how do you, actually get in? How do you interact with it all, send or receive things, and really participate? It's a great question, and believe it or not, the answer is pretty simple. It all starts with one key tool.
Here is the absolute key idea to hold on to. Think of the entire blockchain ecosystem like it's a whole new digital country. You can't just wander in. You need a passport, a point of entry. A crypto wallet, that's your gateway. It is your personal portal into this new world.
At its very core, a crypto wallet is really just a tool that lets you manage your digital assets. And this isn't just about storing your currency, it's about giving you control. Now here's what's really interesting and a common misconception. The wallet doesn't technically hold your crypto. It holds the keys that give you access to it on the blockchain. So how does that gateway actually work?
Well, it all comes down to something called keys. This is the core concept you really need to understand to use a wallet safely and effectively. Let's take a look at how this works because it's actually a brilliant system.
And this analogy just illustrates the difference perfectly. Your public key is basically like your home address or your bank account number. You can give it to anyone who wants to send you something. It's public, no big deal. But your private key, that's the actual key to your front door. You would never, ever share that with anyone. If someone gets your private key, they have total control of your assets. So the most crucial point is this: protect that private key at all costs.
Okay, so now that we know how they work, which one should you get? Well, just like with a real-world wallet, there isn't one perfect choice for absolutely everyone. The kind you pick really depends on what you're planning to do with it.
So the source material lays out 4 main categories. You have hot wallets, which are pretty much always connected to the internet for easy, quick access. And then you've got cold wallets, which are kept completely offline for maximum security. Then there's the other big question about control. Custodial wallets are managed by a third party for you, kind of like a bank. But with non-custodial wallets, you are the one holding your own keys. We won't go super deep into each one right now, but the main takeaway is this: the choice is all about your personal needs. Are you prioritizing convenience, or is ironclad security your #1 goal? With all of these different types and all this technology, I know, it can feel a little bit overwhelming. But what is the single most important rule that applies to every single wallet, no matter which one you end up choosing? This is it. This is the whole ballgame. No matter what kind of wallet you use, this is the golden rule. It's the absolute foundation of your security in the world of digital assets. Everything else is secondary to this one simple command.
So let's just break down this essential, non-negotiable rule one more time. If you only take away one single thing from this entire explainer, please make it this.
It really breaks down into 2 simple parts. First, as we've been saying, you have to safeguard your keys, especially that all-important private key. And second, you have to safeguard your recovery phrase. That phrase, usually 12 or 24 words, is the master backup that can restore your whole wallet if you ever lose your device. It is just as powerful as your private key, so it needs the exact same level of protection.
So let's bring it all together now. We started with the idea that your wallet is your gateway to the blockchain. That's true, but what this really means is that you are the gatekeeper. The keys are what unlock the gate, and those keys are your responsibility and yours alone.
And that leads us to a final, pretty powerful thought. This technology gives you a whole new level of control over your own assets, a concept people often call being your own bank. Your gateway is now open. The only question left is, are you ready for that responsibility?